Questions?
What did you think the crew to pass the play there? Do you think it had a chance?
Yeah, we actually had that in our pre-scout. They stacked the blue line pretty hard. And we were going to do it the first entry when we were all together. The first period, those power plays kind of rolled together, so I don't know how many entries we had, if any, with that group. It might have been a 5-on-3 entry if we did. We tried it earlier this year in Carolina. It worked from crew to Marchand. Got a shot on goal. It was late in the period, but still, it was by design. You know, we thought if anything, it would back them off. Just hoping it wouldn't be icy, we'd get there at least first, or close to, you know, like tied, so that maybe the next time up the ice they're aware of it, so they don't hold the blue line as hard. It happened to work. Passed it and corralled the puck, made a great move. So good timing for it and great execution.
Early on, their top line, you know, really had a dominant shift to start. Kind of the Calgary's kind of followed that. It looks like. How were you guys able to turn that early?
You know, they're a good line. We had our good line out there. They got the best of us on that particular shift. And listen, we want to start better at home. I think it's a concern of mine. I don't know if it's a concern of the guys in the room, because I think they have some confidence to come back. But it's something that we had established here, and it's getting away from us. So we have to look at that. It's not. I don't know if it's anything you fix overnight, but it's something as a staff we have to talk about. Maybe the leadership group. Today, you know, like after Christmas Jersey, you think, wow, the Christmas break. Today it's a letdown from the Winter Classic, blah, 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 right? Like, we got to be ready to go. It's that freaking simple, and we weren't. Now we were able to come back, so that's the good news. But at the end of the day, that's something we'd like to reestablish here, is that, you know, we're going to jump on teams in the first period, especially a team that played back-to-back.
You feel like Halak was fighting the puck maybe a little bit?
I thought he made, on the really grade A chances, some great saves. And then some of the other ones, he was, I just think his rebound control was a little off. So it's hard to say. If he stops all the ones he's supposed to and lets in, you know, what, I don't know, you tell me how many breakaways Johnny Gaudreau had, because, you know, another one, you know, like we mentioned, you know, hey, the one thing we did mention in the pre-scout we also had a talk about how he likes to sneak behind people. That message didn't get us across as well, so we're batting 500 on that one. But to get back to Yarrow, like I said, I thought his rebound control was what got him a little bit. Otherwise, he made a lot of good stops for us.
Coach, what do you think of Ryan Donato's play on the second line?
Ryan, I thought was fine. 5-on-5, did better on the board work. You know, the first shorthanded goal, he has the puck down low. That's where Ryan has to be harder on it, make a strong play, and if he wants to be a power play contributor. So that's the only area I thought that he, you know, just off the top of my head, where he needs to be stronger. A lot of our younger guys, we try to instill that, but 5-on-5 and away from the puck, I thought he was trying to do the right things, be in the right place.
Tonight, another good example of just how important DeBrusk is to just the general health and well-being of the offense.
Yeah, there's, you know, obviously balance. 13 goals now on the second line. Kretsch's numbers are up. Obviously, some of that's playing on the top line, but just got to find the missing piece over there to help them out, to really be a, you know, two-headed monster. But yeah, he's more consistent this year. It comes with probably, you know, now he's third-year pro. Something we're trying to grow in a few other guys' games, and he's around the front of the net now. 2 tips the last 3 games. He got one in Buffalo, big goal for us. So hopefully he sticks around there. He's a greasy guy, and that's an area he can, you know, he can retrieve pucks as well, even if they don't get on net. So he's done a good job for us there.
Bruce, Danton doesn't, I mean, he's just been fighting the offensive end of it for the whole season, I think. But in the third there, when you put him up with Kretsch and Jake, and, you know, he sort of advances things.
Well, he did his job, right, in the wall, and got his nose dirty, won a puck to sort of help it along. Just, you know, part of the chain of events that you need usually to get a good attack. You know, obviously, every once in a while, D Spring's a guy, but generally you got to win pucks and support pucks and attack. So he did his job there for sure.
I mean, is that the kind of stuff that kind of keeps him?
It's what's kept him in the lineup. If you look at his, you is, I don't know, with chances for and against with us, we'd like to see more finish, but he has had chances. We've talked about maybe, shooting in different spots, but that's, it's tough. In the heat of the moment, players shoot where they see net or where they're comfortable. But against, he's always pretty low, no matter who he plays with. So we can rely on him for that, and hopefully he comes around. And until someone pushes him out of his spot, then we like that part of his game. We'd like the offense to come as well. We want, we're greedy. We want it all.
It seemed like Yarrow.
You really leaned on Torrey in that third period defensively, after maybe not giving him the tougher matchups.
Yeah, I think we ran through the gamut with Gaudreau. I think I got behind a few of our guys, so we just tried something different. I don't know, Matt. I don't have a good answer for you. Well, we won the game. He scored a goal, but I thought it was probably his worst opportunity of the night. Typical him. He's smart, and sees a little opening with a goal. I don't know if cheating's the right word, but and scores. So I thought he did a pretty good job in that role. I think his partner changed a few times from Carlo to.
He wasn't on the ice, I don't think, for that goal you're talking about.
Was that more? I know it was the fourth goal. It was a net front battle. There's a lot of them tonight. A lot of goals against. Obviously, we'd like to clean that up, but the good part is we scored.
Bruce, not the magical run of last year, but here we are halfway through, and you're on a 100-point pace with the injuries you've had. Is there any feel-good element to that, or?
Oh, I feel good about it, to be honest with you. I mean, right now we're halfway through the year, and as you said, game 41, we're at 50 points. So if we replicate the first half, we're at 100 points. We'd like to think we'll get better, simply because a lot of the guys that were out, that are key contributors, are now healthy. The only one left is Charlie. Charlie's progressing well. We talked about that this morning. We hope to see him back on skates early next week, and from there, I don't know what day he'd be in the lineup, but it wouldn't be too far along. So we're hoping. Now, that could change, but Nordy's injury is a tough one, but it's a 2-3 weeks, and those are going to happen to every team as long as they're spaced out. So I'd like to think we can improve on our second half. Hopefully some of the younger guys are a little more comfortable and give us some of the offense they did last year. And go from there. So how do I feel? I feel pretty good, but we're always going to push to get better and strive for that complete 60-minute game.
Thanks, everyone.